Hey guys, what's going on? I know you're all sick of the 18, but you know what? This is a freaking sweet battle. So, he looks a little grass and water weak. I'm going to lead immediately off with Rotom, see if I can't get some sort of advantage off the bat, and I do. He goes with his T-Rex, lols. And Hydro Pump is just where I'm going to aim here. Potentially Pharaoh could come in, but that doesn't bother me too much with HP Fire coming out. So I'm going to go right for the Hydro Pump. Maybe he'll set up rocks, whatever. And unfortunately, Gastro came in, to which, you know, I was expecting it to not get hurt by it, but apparently it did. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking at it like, well, that's weird. It must be something else. Obviously, you know, he is something else, and I didn't really think about it at the time. So I'm going to go right out to my Pharaoh. And he really only has one dude, his own Ferrothorn, who is not going to get destroyed by mine. So I'm going to go immediately for a Power Whip, figuring just I have a 5 out of 6 chance that something is going to get hurt real bad. Even though I am predicting his to come in, and I should set up rocks or, you know, something, whatever. I'm going to go right for Power Whip. T-Tar comes in, I'm like, sweet. I did enough that I can kill it now if I want to stay in. But because Pharaoh is going to be so useful, and I do predict Stealth Rock, I'm going to make sure I don't get hit with a Superpower or a Fire Blast or something. I'm just going to make sure because Pharaoh is going to be so critical. So Rotom comes back in, and this time I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, knowing that he's not exactly going to stay in with T-Tar, or if he does, he'll sacrifice it, and getting a burn on something he's sacrificing is stupid. And I know HP Fire isn't going to kill it, but it's going to be some mortal damage. There is the burn on there already. And once this Pharaoh goes down, mine just becomes exponentially superior in this match. I do predict a Protect on this turn, however. A lot of Pharaohs carry it, a lot don't. And I'm going to go to Breloom. The initial thought was that I would just start Swords Dancing and be good game from there. But now that I'm here, I realized, wait a second, this isn't good. Landorus is going to come immediately in, potentially even, oh no, not Sandslash, but Landorus is pretty much going to come in, and whether I Swords Dance or go right for an attack, there's not much I could do. I really wanted to Bullet Seed there. I just wasn't sure. It didn't feel the safest thing in the world. And now that Landorus isn't here, I'm like, crap. If he Rock Polishes, I'm screwed, blah, blah, blah. But I figure, you know what, if he goes for an attack or if he Rock Polishes, it's going to depend what he does, depending on what my correct move is going to be, and Pharaoh is just safe. He ends up being U-turn with Scarf and all that other jazz, which I'm totally not afraid of, so I'm okay with that. I'm glad this turn of events worked out in my favor. I just feel much safer about it. So Alakazam comes in, to which Focus Blast could not be less obvious, therefore Crobat is exactly where you need to go. I'm just going to go immediately out to Crobat. I need to call him like Winbat or something. Get hit with a Focus Blast, sort of, it doesn't really hurt. And I'm just going to U-turn out here immediately. It's going to get some critical damage on this guy. And that will allow pretty much anything from there to take it down, which will be fantastic. U-turn out, doesn't quite kill. You know, obviously he has Sash anyway because we didn't see Life Orb. And I'm just going to go right back to Pharaoh because he's going to use Psychic. So, you know, I'm going to go right back to Pharaoh. That's why Pharaoh exists. That's why Pharaoh is here. So now, however, it does become a 50-50. Am I going to go back to Crobat? Am I going to stay in? You know, am I going to... who knows? So it's going to be one of those things. And because Pharaoh is so freaking good in this match, I'm going to switch him out and hope that he switched back to Focus Blast. He doesn't. He called the bluff. Nice prediction. I lose my Crobat. It's unfortunate, but at least this guy's weak enough now that I do have 2 pokes I could bring in at this turn. Obviously Terrakion or even a Breloom Mach Punch at that point would still take it down. So that's what I do. Close combat. Stone Edge obviously would not be beneficial on a couple of his guys. X's are even less, Earthquake even less. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss or something stupid. But obviously I'm going to have to switch out immediately again. I don't exactly know where I want to go, but I'm like, you know what? Because he's Scarf, Pharaoh don't care. Pharaoh is now Honey Badger. Pharaoh is going to win this freaking game on its own. He goes Stone Edge. He must have predicted Dragonite because the I guess Rotom would have taken a little bit, but my other 3 guys wouldn't have, so he must have just predicted Dragonite right there for the, you know, Earthquake. It makes sense. This time, however, I do expect his Pharaoh to come in to dodge, you know, Power Whip or Leech Seed or whatever, so I take that turn to set up my Stealth Rock, which is, you know, it's nice, it's Stealth Rock, whatever, it's 12% nice, I suppose. And at this point, it's tough, because I don't really want to switch anywhere and potentially get hit with a T-Wave or something like that. I guess I should have really thought that a Leech Seed Protect set was not going to have T-Wave, so I didn't really think about that all the way through. And looking at it again, I mean, I didn't care too much about spikes either. Dragonite doesn't care, Rotom doesn't care. Breloom kinda cares, but Breloom's not gonna come in if he's not safe. And Ragnarok, it's only gonna care if he doesn't kill, to which then he deserves to die. So it's not the hugest deal, and I wanted to be safe, and I didn't think about his moveset properly enough. And at this point, I am good to Power Whip everything in the face until I win. So Landorus comes back in, I'm going to Power Whip it in the face. It takes Iron Barb's damage. It's like, okay, you should have just brought in Terrakion in the first place, and or not Terrakion, Tyranitar in the first place, and you didn't, so now he's dead, which is great. Sand Slash comes in, and here, this was tough for me at the time. I spent a lot of time on this turn. I've only seen Sand Slash in 4th gen, to which you want to get Leech Seed on it. I guess it could spin it away rocks, but you're not spinning away rocks at this point. And obviously Power Whip would be fantastic, but I'm just so used to them being defensive, I was like, it might 2-hit KO, you know, whatever. And I opt for Leech Seed, which was a mistake. I should have Power Whipped here, and I don't. And he sets up a Swords. I'm like, oh, yeah, this isn't 4th gen, this is 5th gen. So, you know, looking at his abilities, obviously he's going to be very deadly at this point. And Leech Seed doesn't hurt dudes if my guys are dead. So there goes my Ferrothorn. Like, well, that sucked. But, you know what? Live and learn, I guess. So I'm looking at his HP, and I'm like, well, I don't know if Terrakion's going to be faster or not, but I'm going to bring him in. He's going to go Earthquake, and that will allow me to switch into Rotom, and he'll get a little bit of extra Leech Seed racked up there, which would be nice. And I just, knowing that he's going to be this offensive, he's going to have, if he's going to outspeed, he's going to be, like, all speed and attack, to which his defense is going to be crap. So if Terrakion does outspeed, Close Combat's going to do a hefty chunk as opposed to nothing like I was otherwise anticipating. Same with Mach Punch on Breloom if it comes to that. So I do have that in the back of my mind right now. You know, maybe Terrakion can kill it. I'm going to force him to hit a Stone Edge here at first, though. And if he doesn't, then he's just dead and it's going to be game. So, going to give him that chance. He does hit it. He is Life Orb, though, so despite the fact that Leech Seed doesn't take me out, Leech Seed doesn't get to go off. He still loses some HP. And here, I probably should have gone into Dragonite looking at it now, but I opt for Terrakion thinking, you know what, he's not going to have that much defense. I should be able to kill him from here. If I don't kill him from here, Life Orb definitely will. So, again, I should have gone to Dragonite just to see if I could get him to miss or something like that. But Terrakion is able to take it out. He didn't let me down. And from here, Terrakion's just going to finish up shop because both of these guys took too much damage. They don't have enough left in the tank. If they did have enough left in the tank, Breloom comes in and says, no, you don't have enough left in the tank. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I almost messed up my phrase again. Screw it. I don't know what the hell I need to say. English sucks. Peace, guys.